Again, sharing my screen. So I was explaining interview questions from Glide Ajax, right? So first thing is about Glide Ajax, they will surely ask you. Then what is add param? And then the third question is how you can pass parameter in script include from client side. So this should be your answer, like variable name dot add param. In that sys param underscore any name like short description, name, whatever you want, and you can pass that. Okay, that one. And then next question will be like how you can return. So you have to answer them like your answer should be like we have three ways: get XML, get XML answer, get XML wait. So I have explained you about get XML. So please explore what is get XML answer and what is get XML wait. So just let's have a look on that. Get XML answer. So here is the difference they were asking. Like this is common interview question, so they will surely ask you what is the difference between this. Okay. We don't have any example on get XML answer. So your pass and function. Yeah. So see this, like this is our again client side script, but you can see starting three lines are same, like glide ajax, add param, function name, param, add param, they are passing parameter. But you can see they have get XML answer here. So in callback function, you can directly see this is callback function, and they are not writing anything like which we have written a big line, right? Response dot response dot response XML, all those things. No need to write that. Instead of that, directly you can write a response, so you will get that answer here, and that is because get XML answer. So that is the only difference, but preferred is get XML. Okay, so got the difference, like what is difference between get XML and get XML answer. Okay, just difference in code, nothing more than that. And then we have get XML wait also. Where is that? Okay, 1 minute. Get XML wait. Okay, get XML wait. How to use get XML wait? I want to replace get XML with that. He's saying that. And here is your answer. So see, variable dot get XML wait. Okay, and after that you have this. You have to use this method ga dot get answer. So you will get some response from that, and from that response you can set all these your values. Okay, but remember get XML is asynchronous and get XML wait is synchronous. That is the only difference. And I think get XML wait is no longer supported by ServiceNow. That is why it was not showing in our instance, like whenever I was dot working, it was showing only a get XML and get XML answer. So it was working till previous version, but I think from current version it is not working, not supported. So I will check and I will know, let you know about if this is supported or not anymore. Okay. So just remember these three things. They will surely ask you about what is the difference. Okay. That is done. So clear. Okay. And one more interview question. So this was about client callable. Then in script include, they will have some questions on script include. First thing is these three, like class layers, new class, and extending class. And they will one question is directly which was asked to me in my interview question, like whenever you select client callable, like which class it extends. So my answer was abstract Ajax processor. Okay, so whenever you tick on client callable, this will be the class that will get extended. So this was the question which was asked to me. Okay, and they might ask this question also if you are fresher, like you can give spaces in script include name or not. So you should tell them like you can't give spaces in script include name. Okay, and one more thing, this is your function, right? Inside that, if you passed a parameter from client side script, then how can you fetch that parameter in script include? So this should be your answer, that is this dot get parameter and that parameter name inside that. And this is also a compulsory question on script include. Okay, and there are some more questions. I will let you know in few minutes. I'm just copying this for now. I want to create a new script include. So clicking on this, some today demo, something like this. And inside that I am not creating any client side. So I am directly creating this function. And now we will call that this script include on server side. Same script include, but on server side. Okay. So before that, if we want to pass a parameter in server side, no need of this dot get parameter. Instantly we can directly pass something here inside this, like we can directly pass as caller, so it will get fetch. Okay, so we will, if something goes wrong, we will see here. And caller. Okay. So my script, server side script is script include is ready. Then how can call that on server side? So let's see. I am going to script, incident. From here, I'm going to business rule. Sorry, I have to go to business rule. I'm going to business rule. Then creating some new business rule. Script include include demo, something like that, and advance before update or before insert, wherever. So no conditions. And here I want to call my business rule. So calling business rule is very easy in business in server side script, and mostly no one will ask you this question, like how can you call script include in server side. No one even ask you, because that is just one line code and it is very easy. But calling script include in server side in client side is little bit difficult. Okay, so how you can call directly, where answer is equal to new your script include name with a method like this, then add demo, and just that's all. New your script include name, a bracket open close dot your function name. That is enough. And if you have any parameter you want to pass, that you can directly pass here. No need of writing add params or anything. So where caller is equal to current dot, okay, sorry, current spelling, current dot caller, and that directly I am passing here caller. So that's all, nothing more than this. So let's add info message and inside that answer. So that's all, just one line of calling script include in server side. And even passing parameter is very easy. So no one will even ask you question on this. So let's see, this is my script include. So on before insert or update of anything, it will ask me, it should ask me. So I am going here, then reload my form. So something here and something here. Okay. And now save it. So see, it is displaying me sys ID of this particular Abel tutor. Okay. And that is because while writing our business rule, while insert and all this insert and update, I have called this script include, that is script include name comma function name, and inside that I have passed this parameter. Okay. And same, I have written the function here, and in that I have directly passed my parameter. No need of any int caller, string caller, anything. Directly pass whatever name you want, whatever, like. Okay. And then just I'm returning that and it is working. And you might get a question like this one. We have this one. Then if we want to pass two parameters, then current, sorry, current dot category. I'm passing something category. Then directly comma and your okay, I will give CT as this variable, then caller comma CT. That's all. You can you can give comma and you can pass as many as parameters you want. Okay. And by coming to script include, then we have this caller, right? After that, give comma and pass something CT. Okay. So that is done. Okay. And now instead of that, if you want to pass CT, so I'm passing CT here. So done. Save. Save this. Save script include also. So now it will display me category instead of caller name. So now I will save this. I will change something software and I will save. So see me, it is showing me software, right? So calling script include is very, very easy in server side script, but it is very difficult in calling in client side script. Like we need that glide ajax, we need that add param, we have glide xml, all those things. But in server side, nothing. Just give this new your script include name and that's all, and it will work. So it is easy in server side, right? So that is about this. And one more question. Okay. So one more question, like how can we call one function from another function in script include? Okay. This is also a commonly asked question. So I am giving here sub demo, sorry, colon function. Okay. So now for, okay. Okay. So I will return something here, return something like hd comma. Okay, so how we can call one script include from another script include? So the answer is I'm removing these two lines. I can even this dot your sub demo, that's all. This dot your second function name, and that will call it. And now I will pass that caller on those things here, caller and ct inside that. Okay, this will also get something, and I have to get some output, right? So I'm giving ff is equals to, okay, and what is the caller comma ct something again, and here I have to give this name. So removing these two lines. So here what I'm doing, from a script, so from business rule I will call add demo. Okay, and this will have two parameters. But coming to add demo, from this add demo I will call one more function, that is sub demo. So how I can call this dot sub demo, and inside that I am passing some parameters, like you can pass one or two or multiple parameters. Okay, so it will go to this, and it will send you some return, and that return will be captured in this EFF, and I am returning that EFF to our business rule. Okay, so clear, let's try. So what I'm doing, I'm passing caller and caller ID, here also caller and caller ID, and here I'm returning ct, that is category, and here it will get this category, and again it will return this category. Okay, so let's see the demo. So I am giving hardware now. So let's check. So see hardware, right? And what we are doing here, we are calling one function from another function. Okay. So clear how we can call one function from another function. And this is also a compulsory interview question. And they will, like, this is simple, this dot your second function name, but they will confirm if you know this or not. Okay. So this is also an interview question. So clear with this, or any questions?
No, Gautam. Yeah.
Okay, so that is about script include. So I have given you all the interview questions also, like what are the interview questions on client side script, what are the interview questions on script include, what are the interview questions on business rule, like if we call script include from business side, and one more, like how we can call one function from another function. So clear with all these interview questions also? Okay. Yeah, so that's all I have for script include. Yeah, and one more thing, like I have, and one more purpose, like why we will write script include in business rule. Like we can directly write that glide record and everything inside business rule only, right? Then what is the use of script include? So first purpose is like we can have a reusable code, like we can write once and we can call that in multiple business rules or somewhere. And one more thing, like if your business rule, that code is around 200 300 lines, and you are going on adding multiple, like you have some a glide record on incident, you have glide record on some problem table, you have glide record on change table inside same business rule. So it will be like heavy, right? So to break that, we will we will create script include, and from script include you will just call this one line, two lines. So instead of 200 300, your business rule will look better, it will be optimized, and it will be completed within 2 3 lines. So that is the purpose. Okay. And one more thing, like in script include, we have created one function, right? You can say example add demo. Then this is for like example, we can create 100 number of functions inside a script include. You can create any number of functions, okay, and you can call that, okay. For example, add addition, one function, subtraction one function, division one function, multiplication one function, on some other thing one function. You can create as many as functions inside a same script include, and you can call one function in one business rule, whatever. Like you can use only one script and you can script include, and you can call as many as functions, okay. Any questions again? No, right?
No, boss.
Okay. So please remember this interview questions, and these are the only interview questions they have on these topics. Like in ServiceNow, we will not have many interview questions as we have .NET, Java. We have some limited interview questions. If you attend 2 or 3 interviews, from 4th interview, you will find all the similar questions. You can easily answer those. All questions are same. Okay, clear with this topic? And this is very much important. Okay. Okay, then that's all for today. If you don't have any questions. Okay. Chalo then. Bye bye.
Okay, boss.